Hey everybody, and happy election day. We are here for episode 37 live of Guidance by Glazer, where we will be having the most important election day debate on the planet. If you are watching this, get all your friends involved because this is about to go down. I'm here with my good friend who will introduce himself, and we are going to debate the pros and cons of Uptown versus Downtown.
I'm Robert Varvara with the Steven Cohen Team, and I am excited to be here with Jay, representing the Uptown today.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where this goes.
This is going to go to some very dark places. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to go dark at all.
It's not.
So
You can't go wrong Uptown or Downtown. A lot of great submarkets in Uptown and the downtown area.
submarkets.
Let's go.
We already broke into it. So we want to hear from you first and
down.
foremost. I'm going downtown. That's correct. We want to hear from you first and foremost. Vote in the comments for your favorite part of town. If you've been to New York City, do you like Uptown or do you like Downtown? We want to hear from you. But we're going to jump right into the good stuff. We're going to get down with some technical questions, Mr. Rob, and it's about to get heated in here.
All right.
For the most important debate of the day. Regardless of who you're voting for, Uptown and Downtown is way more important. So here we go.
All right.
How is Uptown better than Downtown for first-time homebuyers?
Wow. Woo!
First-time home buyers.
How is Uptown better than Downtown for first-time home buyers? I guess that question is directed towards you, sir.
I guess we'll start it with me. In terms of pricing, most first-time home buyers, as you know, they don't have necessarily a specific price in mind, but most first-time home buyers you and I encounter, young professionals in the city, they're coming in at sub $2 million, $1.5 million, under that. Typically, your dollar takes you a little further uptown than downtown. You have a wide array of co-ops to choose from.
That's true.
And you have plenty of options in, I would say, the $600,000 to $900,000 price point, where you can get a fantastic one-bedroom in a co-op. I think people think Uptown, they think of Park Ave, Fifth Ave co-ops. It can be intimidating. But there are a lot of friendly co-ops on the Upper East Side that welcome first-time home buyers, and your dollar takes you further.
All right. Just to clarify for everybody watching out there, since we did not make this disclaimer, Rob and I have not seen these questions prior to this debate,
No.
so we have no idea what our teams have prepared for us. This could go in a very interesting direction. Anyway, the next question is...
Jay, how is Downtown better than Uptown for first-time homebuyers?
How is Downtown better than Uptown for first-time homebuyers? That is a very easy answer, and the answer is, which restaurant do you like to dine out at night? And the answer is always going to be a downtown restaurant. Downtown Manhattan is far more interesting for any young first-time homebuyer than Uptown. Simply spoken and stated, there's a lot more going on downtown. You have so much more nightlife activity, so much more vibrancy, and at the end of the day, despite the fact that you might have a little bit more inventory and dollar value on the Upper East Side, Uptown, not the Upper Side, Uptown, sorry. Whoa, technical foul. You might find yourself gravitating downtown, so if you're a first-time buyer, why not just settle in the place you want to spend most of your time, and that would be downtown.
It's called Uber, Via, New York City Taxi.
Listen,
Juno.
I don't think there's rebuttals in this debate.
You're telling me that, someone should make a decision, Uptown versus Downtown, based on food?
Yes, I do. I think they should make their decision based on where they like to spend the most amount of time. We are creatures of comfort, and we like to roll out of bed and get our Sunday boozy brunch at the place that is closest to our home. And the reality is, boozy brunch locations are specifically, most of the time, attended to downtown. So I think if you're going to buy a home as a first-time buyer, you might as well go to the area that you're gravitating towards. There's not that many people, I find, that prioritize Uptown as a place they want to live in, but they prioritize Uptown as a place where they can find value, and so they go there. But the value of living downtown is you get to live where you want to be. So I think that's the winning ticket, as they say.
Jay grew up in the Village, as you can tell. All right.
All right.
In case you don't know that.
in
In case everybody doesn't know.
Right.
All right, Rob. How is Uptown better than downtown for investors?
How is Uptown better than downtown for investors?
What kind of investors are we talking?
I mean,
All
again,
kinds.
that's a great question. I think one of the biggest selling points for Uptown is Central Park.
Oh, I didn't see that coming a mile away.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Look, proximity to Central Park, it is where people spend a lot of time. You picnic, you ride your bike, you run, whatever it is, that is one of the best selling features when I'm with investors in town. Yes, it's great to take them downtown to show them different, attracted to the different restaurants, as you said. Sure, you can walk someone up the High Line, that little narrow strip in West Chelsea, or
You could do that.
you can walk them to Central Park, which they love.
All right. Well, first of all, I don't walk any of my investors. They're not dogs. They're human beings. Second of all, downtown is better than Uptown for investors for, I think, another very simple reason. The majority of renters gravitate towards downtown as well. So at the end of the day, when you have an investment property, keyword invest, you are buying into something that someone is potentially going to be renting from you. So if you're buying strictly for investment purposes, as in it's a rental investment, then you're going to want to buy in a location that has the most amount of potentially qualified tenants. And I find that it's much easier to get a property rented downtown than it is uptown. There is always going to be tenants all over the city, obviously. For those who don't know, Rob rents uptown. I rent downtown, obviously. But at the end of the day, I think there's going to be more suitable, qualified renters as opposed to owners in the downtown marketplace. I also think that carrying costs historically are lower downtown for a number of reasons. And if you're looking for a higher cap rate, you can trend in a better direction downtown because you're not paying as high of a common charge or a monthly tax in certain downtown locations. So ultimately, your net yield is going to be higher. Therefore, I think downtown presents an interesting opportunity for investors. Although I agree, Central Park draws a lot of foreign investors because it is one of the largest attractions in the world. So there will always be appeal in uptown market for investors. Kudos to you, sir.
All right, Rob, make an argument for buying a new development project uptown.
So new development uptown, recently we have seen a fair amount of new developments pop up on the Upper East Side, on the Upper West Side that have done very well.
Why don't you talk about your project? I will promote Rob's project. Why don't you talk about your project, Rob?
Sure. The Steven Cohen Team recently, about 6 months ago, took over 12 East 88th, which is a pre-war conversion by Simon Barron. Beautiful building on 88th, right off 5th Avenue. And since we have taken over, we revisited pricing, amended them slightly. We have had a lot of success.
Whoa. Success.
We've
had a lot of other things too.
And we've done very well with it. I mean, it's very attractive for people that are looking for large apartments on the Upper East Side. There's not a lot of 4 or 5 bedroom condos uptown, so it's sat very well with people looking for apartments that size. And I think really it comes down to pricing. Upper East Side, Upper West Side, you're getting in at a more attractive price per square foot than downtown. What I've seen, I mean, you can enter new developments on the Upper East, on the Upper West for sub $2,000 a square foot, which is very hard to find in the downtown markets.
Okay. Fine. So be it. What's my question, sir?
Your rebuttal. You make an argument for it.
Why is he always going first? I want to be.
I go last.
I want to be able.
It's guidance by Glazer.
I want you to answer one of these questions.
Okay, we'll swap the next question.
You're
so
coming
how
at
is
me.
downtown better than uptown as far as new development goes? First of all, I think there is a wider variance of options. Uptown audiences typically skew towards fully amenitized and doorman buildings. So if you want something that's newer, maybe a little bit more architectural distinction with a brand name architect, but you don't necessarily need all the bells and whistles of the swimming pool and the doorman and the concierge and the pet spa and all of those different things.
Everyone wants a pet spa.
Everybody does want a pet spa, but not everybody. It's like almost everybody. So at the end of the day, I think you have a wider variation of interesting new developments. I also think that at the end of the day, developers kind of have more energy when it comes to downtown projects. I feel like when you see pioneering projects, they're coming on the market downtown. Historically, you have two maybe mega projects uptown, most notably 15 Central Park West and 220 Central Park South as like really, really kind of industry-defining projects, I would say. But right now you have a stagnant 57th Street corridor versus downtown. You have a lot of projects like a 21 East 12th Street that's about 85-90% sold. You have 70 Vestry Street, which is also substantially sold. So I do think downtown is just more active and more interesting for someone if they're looking to buy new development.
All right, changing it up. Get
Woo!
to some fun stuff.
So I'll go
sweating.
first.
Jay will go first.
All right,
Fun
All
stuff.
right. What is the best slice of pizza downtown?
Woo! That is so easy.
Oh my God.
That's the easiest. I mean, that's such a downtown answer. So, for those who know me and know that I did grow up downtown, there is only one pizza place you need to frequent. Now, since the question is a little bit misleading, I'm going to give you two answers, sir.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the best pizza slice, and I'm going to give you the best pizza pie. The best pizza slice is Joe's Pizza Slice. See? You see that face? I don't even have to continue discussing. The best pizza pie is John's of Bleecker, where it is the best pizza I've ever had in New York City. It is wood oven. It is historic. It is so tasty. It's like the first New York City pizza slice that hasn't gotten butchered and like super greasy and disgusting with all this cheese and like monstrosity. It's just a refined New York City pizza pie. John's of Bleecker is the winner for me. Easy answer.
All right, that is a tough rebuttal. Uptown is not necessarily known for their pizza. There are excellent pizza establishments uptown, which I cannot name.
I will give you one.
But my recommendation is go on Postmates or Caviar, order from Joe's,
Uber Eats,
and have them Uber Eats, and have them deliver it to you in your uptown apartment that is much larger than your downtown apartment.
That's an option.
You will probably have your eat-in kitchen uptown as opposed to your living dining room kitchen combo in your downtown apartment.
Fair. I will say that the Upper West Side has a pizza place called Coronet, which, have you been to Coronet?
I have not.
Coronet is like
Is that where they have the big slices?
the giant slices of
okay.
pizza
I have been
on
there.
Broadway and like
Yes.
102nd Street. The slices are bananas. They're huge
huge.
and delicious.
Yeah.
So that is a good uptown spot.
It's a Columbia spot.
It's a Columbia spot.
It's a Columbia spot.
All right.
All right.
Best park.
I mean, that's like the downtown can't compete with Central Park.
Yeah, Central Park doesn't count.
No, Central Park has to count. I mean, there's another good park uptown. Okay, so best downtown park. I would say for me, God, that's a tough question. I got to go Union Square Park for one reason, and that's the Union Square Farmers Market. The Farmers Market has completely changed New York City as far as I'm concerned. People from all parts of Manhattan, uptown and downtown, flock there on the weekends. It's a tourist attraction. It provides a lot of opportunity for local farmers, in the tri-state area, which I think is important. Yeah. I mean, it's not a huge part of the New York City kind of cultural economy, if you will, but I do think it's a nice exchange to go to the market and speak to a farmer who's kind of within a 100-mile radius of the city, growing product for us. And the food is great there. I mean, you get great veggies year round, and it's just kind of, and it's also fun to just walk around on a nice day. You see a lot of dogs, you see a lot of people, there's a lot of vibrancy. So for me, Union Square Park, because of that reason, is the best park downtown.
Yeah, I agree with you. And look, I'm not going to go for the low-hanging fruit of Central Park. We know how great it is. For me, it's heading to the Upper West Side. I think you have two great options. On a smaller scale, you have where the Museum of Natural History is.
That's a nice
excellent,
park.
Beautiful park right there. You also have a farmer's market that's about 1/20th of the size
true.
of the Union Square market. But if you're not aware of something like that, that's something you can do on a Sunday. Go to the Museum of Natural History, stop at the farmer's market after. And then you also have Riverside Park as well, which is, I think it's beautiful. It has water views. It's every time I'm there, it's never crowded. You never feel like people are on top of you. So if you're looking for a park, Central Park, as beautiful as it is, it can get a little crazy.
It can get very crazy.
It can get pretty crowded.
So if you are watching,
a lot of people are drinking at Sheep's Meadow.
A lot of Sheep's Meadow, a lot of walkers, a lot of dog walking. If you're thinking of visiting New York, of course you want to check out Central Park. But Rob brings up a great point. Yeah. There are a lot of other parks that are amazing. I mean, Union Square Park, it's pretty bananas busy too. So Central Park does not have to be the only park you visit if you come to New York. It's an amazing park. It's historical, but at the end of the day, it gets crazy busy.
It does. That's why Riverside Park. It's a nice walk, never crowded.
Dirty little secret that no one knows. This is like breaking news. I was actually born at 100 Riverside Drive.
I didn't know
on Riverside Park. So there you go.
Interesting.
Contact Anderson Cooper and give him the scoop. All right, moving right along.
All
right. Best cultural center.
Best cultural center, Uptown. Oof, God. All right, so I think what we have to do since Times Square is sort of in the middle, we're just going to rule that out as like an option. Yeah. Also, Times Square is, for any of us, those of us who live in New York City, is like the worst place on earth. Not something we want to.
It has its moments.
It has its moments, but those moments are few and far between.
That is.
For me, the best cultural center. I'm a theater guy. I don't know if you can tell with my theatrics. I mean, I don't know what gives it away. For me, I would say. The Public Theater on Lafayette Street is a great cultural center for a number of reasons. For starters, aesthetically, it's one of the most beautiful buildings in all of New York City. If you ever walk by, it's just gorgeous looking. It's a public theater, hence the name. So it's publicly funded. It doesn't skew its direction from any private funding or anybody who has an agenda. So you have very, very mixed, completely diverse performances, from amazing Shakespearean performances to new up-and-coming shows. What a lot of people don't know is that Hamilton, maybe the most successful musical of all time.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it because he lives uptown and you just don't hear about those things uptown. So Hamilton started at the Public Theater. The Public Theater is the mecca of original theater. So for me, and I also live 5 minutes from it, so to me the Public Theater is the best cultural center downtown.
And it has that pub. It
has Joe's Pub. So there's a restaurant.
Right.
And Joe's
it's a great
Pub.
place.
Yeah, I mean it's really. I mean you could. I didn't even get into
people.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah. All right. So Uptown again. Obviously, we have the Met. That's easy to point out. Low-hanging fruit. It's funny that I have to keep saying this, like low-hanging fruit. Central Park, the Met, it's. I have to find other things that are unbelievable as well, which isn't that. I mean, you have so many museums.
So many museums
on the Upper East Side, Upper West Side, galleries. I mean.
Museum culture is significantly better uptown.
Yes, I mean, the Guggenheim. I mean,
I
think I would go with the Frick.
The Frick. Wow. Okay. I don't know if people have heard of the Frick. I would go with it. No, I think it's a great cultural center.
I think it's not something that when you're talking about Museum Mile and your people are talking about when I'm with buyers and they're talking about Fifth Ave, Park Ave, living uptown on the Upper East Side. That's not a museum that comes up a lot.
I agree.
And actually, they have a proposed expansion right now that looks unbelievable. We'll see if it gets approved. It's in stages, But
I did not know that.
I would say visit the Frick.
The Frick is a beautiful spot. It's right on 5th, as Rob alluded to. That's a very underrated cultural spot uptown. And if you don't know it, now you know it. That's why we're doing these videos. Value, people. So much value. But I'm winning this debate, just to be clear.
You're a big presence, all right? It's, this is loaded.
Best nightlife spot.
Oh God. Session 73 Uptown. All right, why don't you lead with this one? This is such a downtown.
Yeah, this is so loaded. This isn't fair.
It's not fair. It's really not fair.
Well, you go. I have to think about this.
Rob has never gone out Uptown in his life, so he doesn't know how to answer that question. Okay. The best nightlife spot downtown. To be fair, I don't really go out that much downtown or uptown, so I don't know if I can answer this question either. But the best nightlife spot downtown, what would you? I mean, for me, oh God, I would say, and this is a little bit kind of like topical. So I always, especially during colder days like today and winter months, I always have enjoyed going to sit by the fireplace at the Bowery Hotel. We're having an event there that Rob will be at on Friday. Project Renewal.
Tickets still available.
Tickets are still available. Use his name. And it's an amazing event. But anyway, it's actually a great place to have a drink. It's super relaxed. It's very cozy. And it's in the heart of downtown, so if you do need to go anywhere else for dinner or drinks afterwards, you're pretty much in the center of it all. It's probably the hippest neighborhood downtown, or one of them. So for me, the Bowery Hotel lobby, it's a really, really, it's not nightlife per se, it's just a relaxing place to get a drink and start your night off right.
Yeah. I think for a long time, people did not see the Upper East Side as a destination spot for nightlife.
Okay.
All my friends, in the city 10 years ago, 7 years ago, a lot of my friends that were living Upper West Side, living Upper East Side, were always coming downtown.
Very true.
To the Lower East Side, or, to the West Village, wherever.
East Village.
Every other neighborhood, pretty much.
Yep.
But I think recently that's changed. We've seen more sophisticated nightlife pop up on the Upper East and Upper West. It's not like dive bar or a place that has that feels much older, I would say.
So you got a spot for us?
I think so, I recently went and grabbed some drinks at the Penrose. Great bar. Those owners, they've been opening up a few places on the Upper East, Upper West.
It's on 2nd Avenue?
It's on...
I feel like I've been there. I think it's like 82nd and 2nd Avenue.
It's on 3rd. I think it's on 3rd.
I've only been there.
I've been there
in spirit.
I've never been there places like the Penrose. There's a great Uva wine bar. That's a great place. Low-key spot. So I think it's coming. It's tough to debate that,
As we started with the first-time homebuyer question, downtown is more interesting for nightlife. I think that's safe to say.
Right. But that's not what everyone wants.
Not
everyone wants
boring museums uptown and interesting bars downtown. Ooh, lightning round, everybody!
Not everyone wants to live above a bar.
Wait,
you can go enjoy all the bars downtown, have your fun, jump in your $10 Uber, and head back up to your nice neighborhood.
Yeah, by $10 he really means $40. But who's counting? We all have endless amount of money in New York City.
Yeah.
Are we taking out our lightning round cards for this?
We are, yeah. Oh, not those yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know what those are.
Round.
Don't take it out yet. I don't even know what these are.
Why
for.
am I?
I don't know what these are for.
This is so
Let's
angry.
move this along. Moving right along. This is
is
the longest guidance by Glazer ever in the history of the universe.
Okay, should we skip to the
No, lightning round. Hit it.
Okay, in your respective neighborhood, which is preferred? Answer as quickly as you can. And condo or co-op?
Co-op.
Co-op.
Pre-war or modern?
Pre-war.
Lightwood or dark?
Lightwood. Damn it.
Open.
Open kitchen. Open. What's open? Open for business. Open kitchen, everybody.
Boutique or full-service building?
Full service.
All right, and that's it. Okay, now you can use the paddles.
Oh, okay, so what's going to happen now?
Okay.
Why would you do this? Can we use the paddles? We have a special guest. We're using the paddles.
Okay, so I don't know if our viewers that are watching will see this, but when we post it later, they will. I'm going to show you a photo of a listing, and using your paddle, you have to vote for whether you think it's an Uptown listing.
Oh, I like
or a
this.
downtown.
That's a good game. I don't know what's coming.
Bonus point if you know the address.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, ready? Here
I'm
we
so
go.
good at this game.
First one.
Oh, wrong direction.
There you
Uptown.
I gotta go uptown too.
go. All right.
Ooh,
I didn't know the address.
I did not know the address.
Excellent.
Downtown.
I'll look at the
I would say
windows
West
here.
12th Street, maybe.
I'm gonna go uptown on that one.
Downtown.
Oh,
West
wow.
13th Street.
That was good. I stumped the Schwab.
Okay, ready?
God, I can't even
Downtown.
see this far.
Yeah, downtown.
I'm going to go...
Isn't that your listing?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I'm going to go downtown, too.
Uptown.
Oh, wow.
Uptown.
I mean,
That does
these are the
not-
most random
Scott,
listings
that's
ever.
exposed
I don't even
brick.
know where is that. Is that in
Exposed brick.
Manhattan?
No, I'm trying to trip
All
you
right.
up, all right? Okay, next one.
Oh, that's Uptown. That's easy. Actually, wait, time out.
No, I'm going downtown.
Time out.
No,
Hold
you
on.
can't
Oh,
look.
downtown. That's
Yeah.
downtown.
Oh.
I can see the buildings in the
Yes,
background.
I can too.
Downtown. Yep.
Yep.
Downtown.
Called it.
That's it. Okay, one more.
I think I've.
I think.
That's got to be Uptown. I don't even know. But you don't get that kind of
I
light.
go
in the air
uptown.
downtown.
It
That's
looks
gotta
like
be
a
Uptown.
park.
What?
Oh,
I mean, come
what
on.
the-
We just
Scott.
got
Good.
clearly. We don't have any idea what we're doing, so don't hire us. Just kidding. We're the best. Those were extremely hard.
Those were hard.
Those
They
were
was-
insanely
those were-
difficult
those
listings.
were hard.
Scott, why are you trying to sabotage all of us?
All right, Rob. Okay, last round. Rob, you go first. Lightning round for you.
Okay. Answer as
Ooh.
quick as
Choose
possible.
your favorite. Madonna or Cher?
That's so random.
Madonna.
Agreed.
Jean George or Daniel Boulud?
Boulud.
Plaza or the St. Regis?
Plaza.
Upper East or Upper West?
Upper West.
But you okay? All right,
Jay's turn. Jay-Z or Kanye?
Jay-Z. Easy.
Why didn't I get that?
David Chang or Tom Cook?
David Chang. Come on.
Bowery or Soho?
I just said Bowery Hotel, so Bowery Hotel.
East Village or West Village?
I'm sorry, boys and girls. I gotta go East Village on that.
Jay is so much cooler than me.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sums up our debate, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm pretty sure it was a tie. I won, but that's okay. You can always follow Rob on his Instagram handle. What is that, sir?
At Rob Varvara.
It's very easy. Well, no, Rob underscore Varvara.
Yes.
Make sure you get that underscore. It's critical. And of course, as always, follow us on social media. The Glazer Team on Instagram, Glazer Team on Facebook, and our flashy website, glazerteam.com. Thanks for joining us on another episode of Guidance by Glazer Debate Time. We will see you next week.
Thanks for having me, Jay.
Get out there and
Appreciate
vote.
it.
Did you vote?
Yeah, I voted.
He voted.
I
So
voted
vote.
today.